You have to know it's inevitable. You 100% have to know that it is inevitable. You have to know that there is no other way, shape, or form that anything else is going to happen inside of your manifestation other than that one thing. And that's what the majority of people end up missing out on when they're trying to create their reality. It's the inevitability of that thing happening. Just like when you have a car outside, you know it's inevitable it's going to be there the next day. You know you're going to get in it and drive somewhere and go to work because your job is there. Your car is there. You have to know it like it's already there. You have to know that your business is going to be really successful. Not like, I hope my business is really successful. Not, I believe that one day my business can be successful. I believe that I'll work towards it. No, it's none of that. It's just a fact. My business is going to be successful, and my business is going to be successful because I put the work into it. Whatever comes into my reality as inspiration, which is then inspired action, is going to make sure that that thing becomes the inevitability that you already know that it is. It has to be in a space where you know that it is inevitable, that it's already going to happen. It happens with anything. It can happen with your weight loss. It can happen with a home. It can happen with a vehicle. It can happen with anything that you want to manifest, because the things that you want to manifest are only things that you want. Like, not everybody wants to have $1 million home, and not everybody wants to have, a Lamborghini. Okay. The things that you naturally want to have come to you are inevitably to be yours. But there is work in bridging the gap between here and that thing. So you have to choose the thing. You choose the end goal. You choose what you want. You choose that thing. No matter what it is. Weight loss. You want your body to look like that? My body looks this way. It looks exactly the way I want it. Now, what do I have to do to bridge the gap between here and there? It's so simple that we get confused by it, because we think, I'm going to think that. And then all the things that we do every day, like, oh, I didn't eat broccoli today, so now I'm not going to get any closer to that. And then our doubt starts to sway. You have to get to a point where you remove any kind of doubt, where you remove any kind of exterior influence on what it can be. My business is going to be successful, and it's inevitable. There is no other choices. That's the one that I choose. My relationship is going to be amazing because that's what I choose. I don't choose anything else. And then as the days go by and you wake up and you have some kind of inspiration, that's when people talk about it's good to be in touch with who you are. That's when people talk about it's good to be in a meditative state, or learn meditation, or know how to get into a space of where you can receive. Your mind is a receiver. Your mind is a receiving tower. It receives thoughts. It receives inspirations. It receives, negative and positive. You can choose to hang on to whatever you want to hang on to. And if you choose to hang on to the things that aren't so great, I don't want to say like good versus bad. It's not good versus bad. It's just, which thoughts are you going to choose to hang on to? And if you choose the end game of, my business is successful, period. Just like you're going to wake up in the morning and you're going to have to get up and go to work. It's inevitable that the weekend is over. It's inevitable Monday's going to come. Whatever it is that you already attach to, that it's inevitable I'm going to have to take a shower, or I'm going to smell. Those are like tiny little ways of looking at it, tiny examples. But if it just becomes inevitable in your mind, there's nothing else. There is no other doubt. It's not, I hope that my business becomes successful one day. No. It's, my business is successful. It has everything that it needs to be successful. I know it's going to be successful. I am successful in my business. If those are the steps you need to take to get there, little by little, then take the step until you can get to the point where it is inevitable that I'm making $100,000 a month. It's going to happen no matter what. So what are the versions of me that show up every day, that do something in between now and then to get me there, to get me to that point? That's it. And then you get into a space of peace where you don't have the thoughts moving through your head consistently. For a lot of people, that's cleaning. For a lot of people, it's sitting down and putting actual time frames aside to manifest things, to meditate, whatever it is where you get in a car and drive and just listen to music or listen to nothing and just hear what comes through because your brain has no other choice but then to focus on that thing that you are creating. My business is going to be successful. So, what do I have to do between now and then to get to the point where it is that successful? Show me what to do. And if that inspiration comes through is like, well, I need to start creating social media posts, then sit down and start making social media posts. And then the next step is, what do I do now? Post them. Well, I don't know how to post them. So what? Post them. That's how you learn. And you learn step by step by step. And sometimes you're going to get really frustrated with it. And sometimes you're going to be like, wow, I had a good day today. Wow, 25 people saw my video and no one's ever seen it before. Wow, I ended up with 5 new followers. Set your intentions as an inevitable. Every day I get new followers on YouTube, period. Every day my YouTube channel grows. And as you're going throughout your day and the YouTube thought pops into your head and it's suddenly like, you need to start doing lives. Oh man, I don't want to do that. Okay, if you don't want to do that and you don't want to take the next step, then you're going to stay in the same timeline. You're going to stay on the same thing that you're creating, where the end game is not going to be the business flourishes because you're not taking a step. You will get all the information that you need internally to take the next step and to create whatever it is that you want. It's you acting on it then. And it's not always going to feel amazing. Sometimes it's scary, and almost always on the other side of the fear is that feeling of excitement. Because if you're scared, I don't wanna do lives. I don't wanna get out there. I don't wanna be in front of people. If you're scared of it, it's because there's something there that you need to learn. There's something there that that business needs. There's somebody there on the other side of it that needs to receive it so that it can grow. Because if you don't do the next thing, there is no growth. There is no shift in timelines. There is no change in reality. But if you do the thing, if you do the live, you've now shifted, you have changed, you have accomplished something. You're a different person. You have a different type of confidence when you come out of that. And then you use your emotions and you grow from that state and you keep moving, you keep shifting. So you have to know whatever it is that you are focusing on. It's it's the catchphrase of it's already done. If you've heard that catchphrase 100 times in Bashar's teachings, in Abraham Hicks' teachings, in anyone else's teachings, even when Joe Dispenza, who talks about it from a space of biology, human biology, once you know it's done, it's done.